Hi, welcome to my channel. This video is another discussion. I like these videos. I'm going to put out more of these videos because I feel really passionately about just coming on here and talking. Yes, I am a coach. Yes, I am an author. If you want to buy my books and if you want to have coaching with me, that's awesome. But I don't want to kind of push that. I just really want to come here and talk, because talking is my favourite thing to do. Okay, right, sorry, there's a fly floating around here, so if it flies across the screen, I do apologise. I can't be bothered to chase it with the fly spray. Okay, right, what I wanted to talk about is this. So last night I was out for dinner with Harry and Jeremy. Harry has moved back in actually for the next few months because he is moving away in September to London, so he's come here to save some money. He always comes out with us on Friday for dinner anyway. But anyway, we're having this, that's like a bit of useless information there, sorry. We were having this discussion about manifesting and about how Harry was saying, oh, I think I manifested this. He was talking about something in particular because he said, I just thought, so he has this gaming channel that he's just started fairly recently. It's doing really, really well, and he's doing really well on TikTok as well. And he said like, he thought to himself, oh, I wonder when I'll get my first donation, because he's set up for donations. He does live streaming and everything. And he thought that, and then when he did his next live stream, he got his first donation. And he said, definitely manifested that just by thinking that. And I said, yeah, you did. So we got in this conversation. And then Jeremy said, and he's not into this, by the way, although he does believe in the exchange of energy to an extent, but this is what he said and what I was trying to explain to him how he was wrong. Okay, so he said he was talking to me about a particular client that morning. I can really hear that fly. I really hope it's not bothering you. He was talking to me about a client in the morning, and he's saying, oh, he's gone off the radar. I haven't heard from him, gone off the radar. And then that evening when we went out, he said, oh, you know what I was saying about this guy? And I said, yeah. And he went, he messaged me straight after that, and he went, coincidence. And I know he does that just to wind me up. And I said, no. And he said, yeah. And I said, no. I said, why do you think that that's a coincidence? What to you makes sense? How is that the rational explanation that that was a coincidence? And he said, well, it just was, wasn't it? And I said, that makes no sense. Just have a think about it. I said, because for me now, this is rational. It's completely rational. It makes sense to me to think that I think something, so I have an energy of it, and then it shows up in my life. That's sensible, that's rational. The fact that I've thought about something, then it randomly happens just in that moment, is not rational. So I think he believes that really, but I think he just likes to make me go on a rant about it. And I wasn't going on a rant, but I am passionate about it. So he said to me, this was his argument, but I didn't want him to call me because he didn't want to speak to him that afternoon particularly, but I didn't want him to. And I said, that's irrelevant, completely irrelevant. I said, what you did is you talked about him, so you conjured up the energy of, won't say his name, you conjured up the energy of him. The energetic version of him was inside of you, went out there, came back to you in the afternoon. You didn't say whether you wanted it or didn't want it. It was irrelevant. We were just having a conversation about him. He showed up in your reality, and that is as simple as this really is. It's us that overcomplicates it. And he's, yeah, right. And I was then going on one about how everything is inside and then outside. So I was trying to explain to him how this is, and why does he not believe that when he's seen evidence of that in his own life, a ton of it, and in my life, what's going on with me and Harry, you know. So what, but again, I really do think that he's 60-40 now. I think 60, he does believe in it, and 40, he doesn't. And I think the 40% is because he doesn't want to backtrack on anything he said, because he's like that. He doesn't want to say, okay, I was wrong. But I do really believe that he believes, I think he listens to me and thinks, because he knows that I'm not woo-woo. I don't think I am. He knows that I'm not spiritual particularly or anything like that. So he knows I'm not coming at it from that, because he's totally that. It's like, no, back off. He can't stand any conversations like that. But he knows that I'm really into science. He knows that I just love science. I love reading about quantum, and it makes total sense. So I was saying to them, to both of them, look, you know, this is quantum. And Harry goes, yeah, but that's just a theory. And I said, it's not just a theory. Quantum is not just a theory. It's not. Everything is energy, and we are interacting with that energy. So we are interacting with people and things all of the time, day in, day out. Quantum entanglement, we are connected to everyone and everything. And so that makes sense of this to me. That is totally logical then, that we can bring things into our reality. Because really, I think, I don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole with this with you guys, because you might think, oh God, shut up, she's gone too far now. But I kind of think it's all just consciousness. That's all it is. And like, we see it as physical because that's what it is to us. It's physical to us is what we can see and touch, isn't it? But we don't really, we've just given it a name, physical, you know. And I do think that it is. I read a paper about it, and it's actually on my members area. I must go back to that and have another look at that. It was scientists talking about the fact that possibly we're all just consciousness, and it was very interesting. And I liked it at the time, and I put it as a link on my members area. So if you are a member, go and see if you can find it. I think it's on the Where Do I Start section. Okay, so to me, this is rational. The irrational is the thought that coincidence is rational. Does it make any sense? I spoke about a little while ago, and I don't know which video it was on. I've made so many videos lately, and the reason is I'm doing a lot more videos like this, and I'm trying to find where I want to go with this YouTube channel. I don't know. I'm very like, do I want lots of instructional videos? Do I want to keep doing that? This I really enjoy. I like doing those videos, but I really enjoy just the discussion, because there's more interaction with you guys, and I like your opinion. You know, if you've got something to say, please do say it. I love other people's opinions, because sometimes one of you will put something up and I'll think, oh, I never thought of that. Yeah, I like that idea. And it, you know, it's interesting to me. So that, hence, I'm going to do more of this, because I got so much to say. So all of that sort of coincidental stuff. So I was talking to a friend about another friend that we hadn't seen for years, either of us. And we were talking about an incident that happened way, way back. I mean, talking about in our 20s, we were talking about this incident. Okay, then no, it couldn't have been the same day, because that was like a lunchtime we were talking. It must have been the next day. It was pretty much straight after, as far as I was concerned. I'd gone to the office, I was coming back. The road I normally go down was closed, and I thought that wasn't closed in the morning, but okay. So I was diverted down this really kind of country track lane where you had to keep pulling over. It was real pain. And I got to this little pull-in, and along was coming this white van, and he had to really slow down just because it was a squeeze to get past. Looked, there was this very person that we were talking about. And he waved and I waved, and I thought, God's sake, you know, that is crazy. Please don't tell me that's coincidence. The road was closed. I got diverted down the road that he was going down at that time. This is where I get really passionate about it, so I got calmed down. I went shopping with my little niece today, Evie, and she's like that. She's really, really passionate. So I'm in that sort of like Evie mode. I know I am Evie, but Evie mode, double Evie mode. So yeah, I mean, she was excitable because I was spending a lot of money on her. So she was like her double, her usual enthusiastic. She's enthusiastic. That's what she is. And that's what I'm feeling like now, enthusiastic. So trying to pass this on to say, don't even look at this as being irrational. I used to say that. I used to go, look, don't try to rationalize the irrational. But now I think, oh God, I don't see this as irrational. I see it as totally rational. It's science, it's life, it's not crazy, it's not unusual, it's normal life to me now. And I think when you get to this point where you just see it as normal life, that's when you go with the flow of it a lot more. Another thing I'll just mention, which is a little bit off the track, but I was thinking about something. I was thinking, do I want to do that? Do I not want to do that? A part of me did, a part of me didn't, and I couldn't get to if I wanted to do it or not. And I thought, do you know what? Let your feelings just go with it. And whatever you're really feeling, your deep-rooted feelings will be how this pans out. And I thought, oh God, yeah, I don't need to try and control it and work out what I want and what I don't want. Because deep down, I know what I want. Well, I mean, I feel a bit mixed about it, but deep down, there will be a deep-rooted feeling going on there. So if it happens, then okay. brilliant, I must really want it. That must be my deep feeling on it. And if it doesn't, then I must not. So I've just kind of like really relaxed on it. And I think, yeah, I'll just leave it to, you know, whatever is true to me is what's going to show. So so that's a good suggestion to pass on to you. If you're not sure about something, just let your feelings be your guide. It will work out in exactly what you're feeling. So if your feelings are towards something that you don't really want to do it, part of you does, but mostly you don't want to, but you're not sure, it'll unfold for you in whichever way, and it will unfold for you on what your dominant feeling is on it, even if you're not 100% sure what your dominant feeling is. Now I've gone a bit off the track, haven't I? So I'm going to stop there. So it's rational. It really is rational. And the more you get that into your head, the easier it becomes. Again, look, I don't try to manifest every single thing into my life. All I do is this. If I want something, I intend for it. I get clarity on it. I let it go. Mostly that's all that I do, because I don't want to get knotted up trying to manifest every single thing into my life, trying. The trying energy doesn't work. It's not about that. It's about that pure desire for it. That wish for it is the energy of it, is the energetic version of it, and that's what you're going to get back. Okay, right. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, I'd love you to do that.